This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and this is the HTC Imagio for Verizon. Verizon sure surprised us. After making fun of their lame smartphone lineup, they have come out with some really powerful devices, including the BlackBerry Tor, the Touch Pro 2 right here with the keyboard, and now the Imagio. This is a 3.6-inch 480 by 800 pixel resistive touchscreen display. This guy is about the same size as the iPhone. You can see actually it's a slightly larger display, and the phone's about the same size as the iPhone. It's a little bit thicker than the iPhone though, but we'll forgive it because it has a lot of cool features inside, more than the iPhone has actually. This is running TouchFlow 3D. You can see all the little TouchFlow 3D tabs here for your home screen, picture caller ID, messaging. The internet with Opera as the default web browser, your camera, your music, your settings, your calendar, your stocks, all that good stuff is here. HTC's very attractive multi-city weather. You can now do location-based weather. You don't even have to enter in your location. You can just look up on the GPS. In fact, this is spinning right now because it's relocating us again. The GPS is unlocked, so you don't have to use VZ Navigator. If you want to use Google Maps, Windows Live Search, or the mapping solution of your choice, you can go ahead and use it. There's the stocks. Not tracking too much. Ironically, we have Apple there. Let's take a look at the device. It's very attractive. Some devices just kind of get the right industrial design that create lust in the gadget lover's heart, and this is one of them. It's a very nice slate design. You've got the zoom bar here, used primarily inside the web browser. Call, send, and end keys. This launches Verizon Mobile TV, which is broadcast over-the-air Qualcomm digital TV. And you do have to pay $15 a month for that service, but it is broadcast live-style TV. Got Windows Start menu here, back button. This is interesting here. The front face has almost like a rugged case texture. The stippling that's all around the edges makes it look really cool, and it also does a good job of hiding things like the earpiece and the sensor elements, so it unifies the design. The back is a two-tone finish, which is pretty cool. Gloss black, which shows a lot of fingerprints. As you can see, it's just picked up plenty right now. And then the matte black here, which is good because it keeps it in hand. This is the TV antenna, and it also functions as a kickstand for watching TV or doing anything that you want. You can just prop it up and watch video. It does a very good job of playing locally stored videos, and we'll demo that later. You have your stylus here, though thankfully you don't need it very often. Here's a 3.5mm stereo jack, excellent, and HTC's EXT USB port used for syncing and charging, since you don't need to use that for the headset. Volume controls are here. Underneath the back door, this doesn't slide off like most HTC devices. Instead, it pries off. There's a hole right here. You kind of stick your fingernail in like Nokia phones, and then you grab on it and you yank until it comes off. Take it off. You see here's the battery. No kidding. Camera. Reset button. Micro SD card slot. And there is a SIM card slot underneath the battery, since this is also a GSM World phone. It has quad-band GSM, and it has overseas 3G only. The SIM card is locked, so you can't use it with AT&T and T-Mobile in the US unless you get it unlocked first. Of course, Verizon would like you to use it on their service. Let's take a look at mobile TV first, which plays in landscape full screen mode, and we'll pop out the antenna. I probably don't really even need to do that. Here in the Dallas area, we do get service.
States.
Speaker is very loud.
A modest step in the right direction.
Not enough to change a single vote.
Well, see, fundamentally,
see the
Neil,
channel
they're going
selection.
in the wrong direction. What they're trying to do is move us into a single-payer direction. The government option is designed to drive
Finger-friendly grid. Oh, let's just pick another channel.
don't you root around in there and see what you can find?
Since that's broadcast TV, the quality can be much higher than streaming video quality, so that does look good. Costs $15 a month. You get around 10 or 12 channels with that service. And they broadcast on a schedule just like TV does, which means if there's a show you want to watch, you have to be there to watch it. You can't watch it on demand. For on demand, we also have Vcast video. That's a rarity on smartphones for Verizon, and we'll see if we can get that running. So here's Vcast video on demand. And we'll just pick something from the top of the list.
It's the fancy term for saltwater compound. That's not very specific. True, but we identify the diatoms in the sample as well, which makes
So that looks pretty good. Again, it's playing full screen. The streaming video, that looks awesome. It looks a lot better than small screen feature phones on Verizon will do. This also has Vcast music with Rhapsody, for those of you who are into that service. And it has a YouTube player, like pretty much all recent HTC phones. Phone does not have flash support built in, but it does have its own mobile YouTube player. So I'll just pick top of the list, which looks like Madonna. So the quality is better than the usual YouTube mobile format player on this. That player was courtesy of HTC. So obviously the phone is capable of a good deal of fun. We're just going to take a look at the locally stored video that we have. I'm just going to take a look at the locally stored video that was encoded at 900 kbps at VGA resolution. So the video plays full screen. If you tap on it, you get your controls. So Windows Mobile is generally known as a great business and productivity tool, but obviously there's a whole lot of multimedia fun going on this device. And it makes pretty good use of the 528 megahertz CPU to handle advanced video playback and stuff. We've got VZ Navigator here. Windows Mobile Marketplace, which is new. We'll take a quick look at that. This is new for Windows Mobile 6.5. It will be out for older versions of Windows Mobile later this year. First time you tap on that, it offers to download the actual application. Strangely, it's not pre-installed, but I guess that ensures you start out with the newest version of the application. There's a new Windows Mobile 6.5 weight cursor. And here it is in all its giant font goodness, the Windows Mobile Marketplace. Now, obviously this user interface could use a little tweaking to be more suitable for high resolution displays. Once you get inside the listings, it's better. For example, let's take a look at listing by category. Since the marketplace really officially opens tomorrow, we don't have a lot of applications here yet. We're hoping that more will appear very quickly. Games is doing pretty well. It's up to 73 already. Most others have under 20 listings right now. And we'll take a quick look at that games listing. This is further categorized since there are so many games. Look at card games. So this is a pretty easy to use and attractive listing. And as you can see, some of the prices actually aren't that bad. Windows Mobile programs tend to be pricey compared to iPhone and Android applications. But you've got some things that are $2.99, $3.99. Some are more expensive. Click on an application. You can see a long description, which is useful compared to the Android marketplace where the descriptions can be very terse. And there's a spot for user reviews and for screenshots. So that's the Windows Mobile Marketplace, available on Windows Mobile 6.5 devices starting today. Productivity applications are built in, including Mobile Office Suite. You've got VZ Navigator for getting around, and the usual strong Exchange support. Let's just take a quick look at this guy compared to the HTC Pure on AT&T. As you can see, it's much bigger, 3.6-inch touchscreen versus 3.2-inch. That's the big difference. That allows for a roomier keyboard on this fella, which makes it a lot easier to use. And we'll show you that keyboard in a minute. And we'll compare it to the Touch Pro 2 on Verizon. It's a little bit bigger, but it is obviously going to be thinner because this lacks the slide-out keyboard that the Touch Pro 2 has. And compared to the iPhone, once again, about the same size. Let's take a quick look at the on-screen keyboard. We'll use the web browser. So you can see Opera in action. This works with the accelerometer. Any application that supports landscape mode will work with the accelerometer. Just turn it that way. So if we want to type in a URL, we get the landscape keyboard. It's not really huge. It wouldn't be bad if it was bigger, honestly, but then it would obscure so much of the field that you're entering that might be difficult. But it's actually fairly easy to use. Definitely easier to use than the Pures and the Touch Diamond 2. And if you wanted to, you could use the stylus, but it's not really necessary unless you have really big fingers. So this is loading over Verizon's EVDO Rev A connection. Again, we don't have the strongest signal here, so it may be faster for you if you have better service than we do. Once the page is finished loading, it will go to full screen mode. And while the page is loading, you can still scroll around. As you can see, there's inertia scrolling, and it's pretty fast and responsive. If you want to zoom in, you can double tap to zoom, or you can use the zoom bar here, which gives you more granularity than zooming. So Opera might not be quite as fast as IE Mobile 6, which is also on board, but it does a beautiful job of rendering in a desktop fashion. So that's the HTC Imagio, available on Verizon starting October 6th. And I'm Lisa from MobileTechReview.com. Visit our website to read the full review.